Welcome to the Scoop School podcast, where we tackle your conundrums about the retail ice cream and frozen dessert business. And now, here's your host. He's the cookies and cream of the crop, the ice cream bloke and self-appointed headmaster of Scoop School, Steve Christensen.
G'day ice cream lovers, thanks for tuning in to this episode of the podcast. We're going to be talking a little bit about the types of cups and perhaps some suggestions as to what cups you should use in your ice cream shop. Before we do that, I do want to thank our episode sponsor, which is Stan Sitten and the crew at Green Mountain Flavors. I'm telling you, if you like unique flavors and bright, vivid, all-natural colors, go to greenmountainflavors.com. Very easy website to remember. I'm telling you, you'll find a huge range of products there that can flavor your premium ice cream, your gelato, your soft serve, your custard, and basically all of the products that you sell in your ice cream shop. Again, speak to Stan. He's the food scientist there, greenmountainflavors.com. Thank you for the crew there in sponsoring this episode of the podcast. Now, in a previous video, we spoke a little bit about the size of cups and some of the decisions that you need to make so far as how your product looks. I want to talk in this particular video about the type of cups or the material that your cups are made from. Now, you'll see from the menu behind me, and when we refer to a lot of the menu shots and the products that we did in our concept of Mr. C's, in Australia it was Mr. C's Frozen Custard. Here in the United States it was Mr. C's Ice Cream Emporium. And you'll see that we used a lot of this clear plastic. So let me start with this. In the previous video I actually showed you the different sizes in clear plastic. Let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons. The pro for this for me, which I probably find the most important, is that the presentability of this product in the cup. And if you have a look on the menu board behind me, you'll see that all of these different menu products are just so bright and vivid. You can see the layers, you can see the particulates, you can see everything in them because I'm using a clear cup. So for the marketability aspect of my business, I want people to be walking through the store after ordering a product, eating their product out of a spoon, and someone saying as they walk in the store, oh boy, I'll have what he's having. Classic When Harry Met Sally scene. So that's the marketability. And you can't tell me that you haven't been in a restaurant, sitting there and watch the waiter go by with something that looks just absolutely brilliant and say, oh, I need to find out what that is. Well, that's what plastic can do for you. Now, the downside of plastic is it's probably one of the most expensive cups to buy. And depending where you are in the country or in the world, there is a bit of a connotation here that this is not biodegradable, it's not green, it's not eco. And so the downside is that your customers who have, those that have a very eco or green friendly desire to be able to consume and use consumables that are biodegradable will not like this. So again, pros and cons. So let's talk about probably one of the other most used materials is they used to call it wax paper. It's actually a poly paper cup. So it's a paper cup with a coating on here to be able to maintain its integrity, maintain the color of the logo. And you'll find that a lot of places use this. It's an inexpensive cup when you compare with your plastics and your paper. Again, the upside of this is that it's inexpensive for a start. And it's very printable. You can put your logo on here, you can put a sticker in here or a label on here. You've got the ability to be able to brand this cup a lot more than you can with your plastic cup. So you'll find that a lot of, particularly frozen yogurts, a lot of premium ice cream stores, a lot of your neighborhood and independently owned ice cream shops love using these just because of the fact that A, it is seen as a biodegradable product, a little bit less expensive, very traditional kind of cup. The one thing I would check is to make sure, and talk to your paper supplier about this, is to make sure that this cup actually is an eco-friendly cup, because there is a difference between a cup that is biodegradable and one that is not. So don't take for granted that all of these cups are biodegradable. Again, the perception is that they are, but again, talk to your cup supplier about what the eco-friendliness or the green friendliness of this cup is, and whether it fits in with the perception that your customers are getting by you using this kind of cup. Paper cup, very good. This type of cup is used mainly in coffee shops and so forth. You'll find them Dart, Solo, a lot of the companies use them. It's a hot cup as well as a cold cup, and a lot of people like the thermo aspect of this particular type of cup. I don't know exactly what it's made out of. There's a number of them on the market. The reason why I don't do a lot of research in this cup is because, again, the perception is that this is a foam cup and that it's bad for the environment. So for that reason, I don't typically use these. If I'm going to use a cup that's not see-through, I'll probably use a paper one rather than a foam cup. Again, the thermal aspects of this particular type of cup doesn't really apply, I don't think, to the ice cream business, because not too many people are actually going to have their ice cream in this cup for the next 20 or 30 minutes. They're going to ralph into it straight away. So make sure that, again, your customer's perception is the key. And I just don't use these just because of the fact that the perception is that this is harmful to the environment. Then you've got your multi-use cups. I'll start with this one here. It is a red gelato cup, again made by a number of different manufacturers. These cups are used primarily for high-end ice cream because of the fact that, again, it's presentability and it's a very firm plastic. Some of these plastics are actually dishwasher safe, so you probably could say that they are good or better for the environment because you can take it home and wash it rather than just throw it in the trash. Again, talk to the cup supplier about it. But this kind of rigid plastic cup can almost be seen as a multi-use cup. Not multi-use in the store because it's not designed to reuse it, but a customer can take this home and basically put that in the dishwasher and wash it again. The nice thing about that is that when they eat ice cream at home and they're eating out of this cup that they got in your ice cream shop, again, it's almost like this virtual thumbprint of, oh, I need to go back down and have some more ice cream from ABC Ice Cream Shop. So that's another option. Again, a little bit more expensive than your regular plastic or your paper, but it has its marketability aspect, and in some way, shape or form, its eco-friendliness. The last two I want to touch on is just the multi-use container that's actually used in your ice cream shop or your customer can take home. This is a firm plastic. It is designed to be dishwasher safe. So this is the kind of bowl, if I had some sort of a 50s or 60s soda fountain, that I could serve a particular type of product in here, the traditional parfait glass, if you will, except this one's plastic, and I can basically take that back, put it through my dishwasher and reuse it. Again, you've got to have a particular kind of concept in order to get the value out of this. There is a much more capital investment to buy, 2 or 3, 4 boxes of either a glass product or a tempered plastic product. Again, if you're using glass, make sure it is a tempered glass product so it doesn't shatter if someone drops it on the ground. But this particular product, again, marketability, it's clear, and you can reuse it over and over again. Downside is the capital outlay or the cost of this particular product. And then you've got your products like this little guy here I bought in Italy. It is a reusable cup, not for you to reuse it, but you would sell it almost as an upsell to your particular customer, where they would put their ice cream here. It's got a nice little face, hands, boots. Your spoon comes here, they eat it, they take this home and they use it, I guess, time and time again for products at home or to play with. You'll see these, the baseball helmet sundae cups, same kind of principle. You're basically selling it as an upsell, so you can have a kid's sundae as a regular sundae for, let's say, $2.80, $3.20. For an extra $1, $1.20, $1.50, you can get it in this type of cup or a baseball helmet, and the child or the customer takes it home, reuses it at home. So that's kind of the range of cups that you will come across in the vendors or the suppliers to the ice cream industry. And again, it's up to you to make the right decision on the material of your cups based on the presentability of your product and the perception of your customer. It's really important to be able to connect in with that. Now, again, your biodegradable products and your eco-friendly products, such as your corn-based products, your bamboo-based products, they're a little bit higher in cost, but again, the perception is that you're willing to go that extra mile in order to meet your customers' needs or their perceptions, because you might be on the East Coast or West Coast or somewhere where that eco environment is extremely important. It should be important to all of us, but I think in the middle of the country, we've yet to kind of have that sweep over us. So make some good decisions in relation to your cup choice, particularly the material of the cup, your quality of product, presentability of your product, and the perception of your customer. I'm interested in your comments. If you have types of cups that you use that work for you, or a cup that you've used that basically was poo-pooed by your customer base, leave a comments down here underneath the video. I'd love to be able to respond to them and get your point of view. Again, thank you again for Green Mountain Flavors. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the ice cream business, scoopschool.com is the place to go. Keep on scooping, folks. We'll see you in the next video.